My secret formula is nearly complete. One part Tuesday, another part Newsday, and Eureka! It's the Tuesday Newsday, and they called me mad! Ahem. That's right, I'm your host Andrew, and this is the Tuesday Newsday over at Crypto Espresso, your teeny tiny daily shot of caffeinated crypto headlines. Let's get going. First up, a top Democrat is now urging Sam Bankman-Fried to testify before Congress next week after her polite requests were rebuffed. Maxine Waters flat out rejected the FTX founder's claims that he needs more time to get to the bottom of why his exchange collapsed, pointing to all of those multiple ill-advised media interviews that he's given. If only someone warned him not to give those media interviews. But I digress. The chairwoman of the House Financial Services Committee said, as you know, the collapse of FTX has harmed over 1 million people. It is imperative that you attend our hearing on the 13th. An appearance in front of U.S. politicians would undoubtedly pile pressure on FTX, especially because Sam would be under oath. Standard Chartered has published a list of long-shot scenarios for 2023, and one of them isn't very good for Bitcoin. The bank argues that the world's biggest cryptocurrency could fall by another 70% next year, plunging to new depths of $5,000. Now, it is important to stress that this is not a prediction per se, just potential surprises that are underpriced by the market. Analysts believe this dire situation could be realized if the economy worsens, tech stocks fall further, and the contagion from FTX spreads. The question of just what lies ahead for digital assets has arguably never been harder to answer. Standard Chartered's head of research, Eric Robertson, said, Goldman Sachs is planning to capitalize on the bear market by swooping in to buy crypto firms at rock-bottom prices. That's according to Reuters, which claims the US banking giant has a budget that stretches into tens of millions of dollars. Goldman's head of digital assets said that FTX's collapse has emphasized why more trustworthy regulated cryptocurrency players are needed, but some critics might argue that the notion of a legacy financial institution owning crypto businesses undermines why Bitcoin was created in the first place. The bank, for their part, has refused to reveal which crypto firms it's currently eyeing. The Federal Trade Commission is investigating several firms as part of its new crackdown on deceptive advertising by the cryptocurrency industry, according to reports. The agency is refusing to give further details, but it's probably safe to say that FTX and its US subsidiary would be on the list following a barrage of star-studded commercials. The FTC's ad crackdown comes more than a year after the UK's Advertising Standards Authority began an aggressive crackdown on crypto ads that failed to adequately explain the risks of investing in highly volatile cryptocurrencies, with restrictions that were also imposed in Spain and Singapore. And finally, crypto lender Nexo is immediately ending business in 8 states and will leave the US entirely in a gradual and orderly fashion, but all customers will be able to withdraw funds without delay. In an announcement, Nexo said the phase-out of all its products and services in the US comes after more than 18 months of good faith dialogue with US state and federal regulators, which has come to a dead end. The highly critical and salty statement added, regulators are unwilling to coordinate with one another and are insistent on taking positions that are inconsistent with one another, creating an impossible environment to operate efficiently. And speaking of efficiency, let's see if I could do this all in one breath. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click on that little bell icon to get buzzed whenever a new Crypto Espresso video goes live. Did you like today's video? Hate it? Let us know in those comments below because I read them and I might just shout out my favorites in a future episode. Questions about our headlines or crypto in general? Ask Alex in that description below. Alex is a great resource for all things Web3 in the metaverse, and again, I've been your host Andrew. These have been your headlines. We'll see you tomorrow, and I'm just about to pass out. There we go.